Hello everyone, Denise here. So one of my goals was to get a new goal planner, something to keep track of what I want to do for the year and or possibly to keep track of what I do. I know past years when I have done things, it blurs together and I don't remember what year I did that. I can generally remember the yarn I used, but I don't remember what hook size I used. I don't remember who I gave it to. There's a lot of things that I do not remember, and I would like to start keeping track of that this year. I didn't want to pay a lot of money for one, mostly because it's paper and it's basic stuff that you want on the paper. And I also didn't want to write it down because I knew that if I had to write it all down, I probably wouldn't keep doing it. So I have a basic 3-ring binder here that you could buy anywhere. This is one that I got in, we have a store here that sells Amazon and other retailers returns. And this was in one of their boxes, I do believe. It's just what they would call their random junk. They put it in a huge box and then they sell it for like 10 bucks or whatever. So this was in that. I didn't go out and purchase this. This was in something that I had purchased. So you can get any binder you want. I'm going to show you some project pages that I printed out free online, and I only print in black and white, so everything will be black and white. I do believe this was colored though. This is a crochet project tracker by the knitterknotter.com. These are free to print out. There, I believe, is more. So this is a 2-page one. The second page has more yarn information. I need to find one of them because I didn't print a ton of them out. Because I mean, sometimes I use more than one thing of yarn. I just figured I probably wouldn't be needing a lot of those. This is the second page, and it has a ton of yarn boxes that you can fill out if you're doing like color work or whatever. This is the first page. I printed a lot of these, like 2 dozen of these out. This has like everything that you would want to remember for your projects. It has everything I want anyway. Probably more than I want, but it works. There's more down here if you can't see it. So then I was thinking, well, I kind of want knitting ones because I don't design a lot in knitting, but I love to knit. And I do want to keep track of that as well. So I printed out another one, and it is from a different person. This is don'tbesuchasquare.com. She has a lot of cute things on here. I'm telling you guys, she has tags for gifts, lots of things, very cool stuff. This is all free from her. This is a knitting cheat sheet, abbreviations for knitting. I just thought it was cool. There's also a yarn one I haven't printed out yet, but I am going to do that. And then this is her knitting project one. She did have a basic page where it says the projects that you have done, the date you started and the date you completed. So if you want something more condensed and less, you know, options, I guess, go ahead and you can download that one. I got this one because I do change patterns a lot, and I thought my idea, like, that would help, you know, if I changed anything. I just thought this was really good, and I liked her sheep. So I got those. I think I printed 12 out of them because I do knit less than I crochet. But this is just one of many. I mean, there are many available free ones. If you want something more tuned to specific what you want, Etsy has tons of them, but they are paid for stuff. So check out www.don'tbesuchasquare.com. She has a lot of cute things, a lot of useful things. And then this is where I got the crochet one, the knitterknotter.com. She has cute things as well. I like the way this is, the font and everything in this. I like this one more than the other one, but you know, they're free. So what am I going to do? Complain? No. So the other thing I'm going to put in my binder, I had a, what is it called? Graph paper. I had graph paper notebook. So I disassembled that. It's graph paper on one side. It is notebook paper on the other side. So I'm going to punch holes in these as well and put them in my binder. I do believe I'm going to leave a couple of these up front, and I'm going to write goals at the top for my goals for 2023. I had my other notebook here, and I don't want to start over in it. I think it's going to be a great notes book for the rest of it. But I did write down some goals and intentions on here. So I'm going to transfer that over to this. I'm going to punch holes in this. I will leave the camera on while I do this, but I will probably play some music for you and you can watch. So that is what I have written down so far. So I will obviously add to that when I need to, but I'm going to start keeping track of things that I made. And that was the whole point of this project journal. Wasn't just the goals. The goals was just a small part, but I figure the goals can be added to and changed as I want. And that is why I left some pages up here to write into. And then the project tracker, I'm going to try to write down everything I make this year as far as my patterns and or other people's patterns, so that I have some sort of idea if I want to recreate that, what I used, what hook, all that good information. So the first thing I'm going to write down is my beanie, my softly textured beanie that was in my tutorial for January 2023 Paying It Forward Friday. So this was some acrylic yarn that I purchased at Walmart. So we're going to fill this out real quick so that I have it done. Gauge is tough on this one since I didn't measure gauge. I measured from the top of the hat. So I'm going to put top down hat measurement. Notions? I didn't use any notions, did I? I didn't use a stitch marker. Used a pom-pom. Didn't use anything else. Just normal stuff. Yarn was I'll say one. It took me about an hour to do the tutorial. Wouldn't take me an hour to make the hat, but that's a good average. Finished size was adult. I believe I was 8 or 8.5 from the top here. Almost 8, so not even 8. But with stretch it would be 8, so I'm going to put 7 3/4. And then I made it to fit about 20 inches. So this doesn't always work, but it gives you a rough idea. Just measure across there and then double it. So I'm going to go ahead and say 20 because I know for a fact this brings in. So 20 to 21 inches. So yeah, I don't need to fill that out for stuff that I created. I really like this yarn. This hat's really soft. So that is my project number 1. I'm gonna write number 1 at the top here because there's no place to put numbers. This is priority for like how fast you want it done. But I'm gonna go ahead and log that as my first project of the year to be done. So that is how I'm going to log my projects now. My knitting ones are going to be back here. I think it's a cheap, easy way to do this, and you don't have to go out and spend a bunch of money on a planner. I'm pretty sure most of us probably have a 3-ring binder somewhere in our house. If you're at all like me, I hoard school supplies. I don't even have kids in school, and I still do. So I don't know. But I always loved shopping for the school supplies when it was getting time to go to school, when the kids were getting ready to go to school. I loved that time of the year because I could then have fun with the items. I need to take that sticker off. This is a 1-inch binder, and it's a nice quality binder. It has a pocket on the front here. Over here, there's a pocket. I do not think there's one in the back. No, but it's basically, other than the design, it's a basic 3-ring binder. It's just pretty, you know. And then you could put washi tape on the front. I have that washi tape from the Hobby Lobby box, same as my tape measure came from. And you could make it your own. You could put stickers all over it, whatever you want to do. I don't know what I'll do, if anything, to mine, but I know I'm going to keep it in my office here so that I can keep track of things, especially for the channel that I have made. And yeah, I think it'll be really fun to keep track of stuff. I've never kept track of my projects before, other than the work in progress Wednesday videos I used to do. I don't do them anymore. I think the last one I did was last January, a year ago. Might be wrong on that. I didn't do many last year. I was still working last year. For the most part, I was working 3 days out of the week, and then, you know, all the other work that you do when you're not working and you're the hen of the house, so to speak. So yeah, I think this will be fun, and I thought I would share it with you guys so that, you know, if you don't want to get online and spend a bunch of money on a notebook that pretty much says what this says, go ahead and print some stuff out. There's tons of free resources online. I will link below where I got these from. I did want to share one more thing with you. It is these guys. They are little pictures that I picked up from Dollar Tree. And at first I thought they were for kids because it looked really kid-like, and it was on the bottom shelf of like new stuff that they had. I have never seen these before. They were kind of over by like the gift section around Christmas time. And I love these. They're little boxes and they're full of pom-poms. They're so cute. $1.25. They're so cute. And they have the ribbon on the back to hang them up. So you really don't need to do anything except put some holes in your wall. But yeah, I thought I would share that with you in case you weren't going to Dollar Tree. Now you have a reason. And in case you were going, now you can look for these. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Take care. See you next time. Bye.